Hello. Okay. Hi. Give me a second here. Test. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Hey. Okay. Uh, Give me a second. I haven't done this in like half a year, which is weird that it's been that long, but it has. Um, okay. Chat in the corner. Yes, please. No, that's not. Hello? Yo, you're pissing me off. Okay. And then, that's the old chat. Browser. Give it a second. Hey. Now I need to freaking figure out the resolution. Height, like, actually, wait, I can do some math here. 129 pixels. 1440 minus 129. 1440 minus 129. 1311. 1311. There we go. And then 226. That is really small. That is like really, really small. Whatever, man. Can I squeeze FL Studio a little bit? I think that's good. Okay, wait, sorry. Hi everyone. How are we all? I see people, but I'm not looking because I'm trying to figure this freaking thing out. With 300. Okay, that's good. Should it be top chat or live chat is fine. Okay. Now. Hi. Okay, there we go. Hi Network, hi Wolfgang, hi Butcher, hi Colin. What's my favorite song off Pivot? That's a good question. I appreciate you asking. Let's see. Okay, wait. I need to test audio again. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let me just make sure this is fine too. Nope. Oh, wait. Am I silly? What? Oh, okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. A B C D E F G. Okay. There's no what? How is that possible? Oh, wait. I think I have it. Advanced audio properties. Yeah. Desktop audio. I needed to set it to track 1. Okay. I forgot I had like multiple audio tracks. Let's try this again. Testing. Sorry. It works. Okay. Testing. No, okay, I don't want to hear that again. Okay. The audio levels are good. Actually, I think the music is a bit quiet. Anyways, hi. Okay, I think everything's set up now. Favorite song off Pivot. That's a hard question. I like the title track. That's like mostly why I made it to title track is because I liked it a lot. I also like Glow. I forgot what the rest of the tracks are. Line of Sight is also really fun, but we'll go through all of them today. Hopefully, if I'm not like taken out of my room involuntarily. But we should be good for now. I mean, this is like the freest I am for the next week, so maybe the break is next week anyway, so. Thank you for the congratulations on the feature. I'm a victim yet again. Callisto Nova and Titanium. Dude, it's crazy how that's like a year old. I'm unbelievably itchy right now. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, this is a nerd. Yeah, it took like 4 hours to make. Sorry about like the setup thing, by the way. Since the last time I streamed, my other monitor that I was using for like chat and the other stuff just died. So we tried like recycling it, and they made us pay $20 for it, so we ended up not recycling it, but it's just completely dead. Hopefully I'm getting a new monitor soon, though, so I'll either not stream until I get that next monitor, because this is kind of a pain right now, or just keep streaming like this. Or just not stream at all, like ever. Because I'm so like nonchalant. Anyways, okay. Yeah, this is not the title track. What am I saying? Okay. So yeah, it is slowed down. This is the original pitch and speed. I made this one in March, back in March. So a lot of these tracks get pretty old. I just spent like way too much time like reworking some of them. Line of Sight, by the way, was added like 2 days before I distributed the album. Like that, the very last minute track. But I'm very happy with it. Okay, yeah, these chords, nothing crazy here. I guess this is what I'm doing. And then this is just like a triangle saw bass. Yeah. Bass go. Sorry, I got like really distracted. What kick is this? Okay, yeah, that's just a random kick cycle. Whoa! Sample! Okay. And I guess... Okay, yeah. I think this was supposed to be like a little art. I remember there was an older version of this song, and I think this used to be a really quick like triangle arp. I can probably go back to the backup to see how it used to sound. this the resonant snare? Never mind. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, sorry. What was I doing? Nothing crazy about a lot of these patches. They're mostly just like similar, and they're just different. That was a really bad laugh. Okay. I forgot how to stream, dude. I love this a lot. I don't remember how I made half of this because it's been such a long time. Oh, I thought this was multiple oscillators. It's just a square wave. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is delayed, reverb, blah blah blah, into this bus. Crystallizer with 700 cents. So it's like pitching up by sevens every time it repeats. So it gives this like really dissonant sound, and then just washed in reverb. And then this right here is delay automation. Let's solo this. From Delay Brigade, and it's just an LFO on sine set to the delay left, the delay time of the left signal or whatever. And it creates that kind of pitched up effect. And I can change the rate. There's just a layer on top. Why did I pan that to the left? Alright, whatever, man. Yeah, this is just a saw. Oh, it's in the Juno 6. Okay. Hey, I didn't use the Mini V for once. Yeah, there's nothing much left about this track, I think. Yeah. Just this little, this flanger thing. And it's just, I think it was Edison Blur on, like, this original... It was Edison Blur added onto an export of this original lead. And then I added a flanger phaser, whatever, through Valhalla Delay, I think. The phaser... Oh, never mind. Oh, no, it's just a mix knob. If I change the mix knob, the effect kind of goes away. Okay, I lied. It just sounds like that. Don't listen to me. This is what happens when I don't open a project file for a very long time. But without it... Oh yeah, you have the filter sweep with Filter Freak there too. And that's it. I obviously slowed it down and did a little thing here. I don't know if anyone noticed it. Doesn't really matter anyway. Track starts out in monophonic. Yeah, and then the stereo kind of comes in. That is... Ow. I set it to the... Okay. Whatever. And yeah, what? There we go. Is that the same effect you use for liftoff? I hope you mean takeoff. Hi, Detronimo. Yes, I just did it differently and in a much more like painful way in takeoff. I like used the FL Studio EQ and then used FreeDP controller to control to make an LFO for the. It was weird, dude. Cool way to do it, but like it was kind of a pain. And I did it for like a lot of tracks too. But this makes it so much freaking easier. It's actually like a godsend. I love Filter Freak. It's awesome. You guys can see everything I'm doing, right? Okay. You won't be able to stay. It's okay. Yeah, that's a nerd. Unless anyone has any like questions, I don't know. A few of these I know I made on stream. I know I made Storm on like the first stream on this channel ever. And I just kind of reworked that over time because it's like a year and a half old. But yeah, I don't know about the rest of the tracks here. But next we have Arc Flash. And all of these are like untitled, so I had to like look at the project. Untitled 121. So I made Arc Flash. 6 project files after this. Untitled 121. This one is sped up too, maybe? Maybe not. So yeah, a lot of automation here. I guess I copied the automation to the bass too. I am doing breakdowns on the whole album. Hopefully I get through it today. I mean, this might be a long stream. I do not know. I don't know who Motionless in White is. Transition here. I put a symbol. Oh, never mind. I removed it. Ambient. What does this transition sound like with the cymbals? Probably really corny. It could have been nice, honestly. It's kind of corny though. Okay. Yeah, this is self-explanatory. If you know how to make any patch whatsoever, this is like the simplest patch of all time. Oh, this is a square with pulse width modulation. Yeah. Oh, VCA 3, that could get problematic at some point, and it probably did. Drums are simple. What is this here? What? That's an interesting sample. You know what's nice when drums sound good when they're soloed? This is just an ARP with a crap ton of reverb. And then this little lead here that kind of like goes with the original. It goes with the bass. This is definitely a square, but I don't know if it has pulse width modulation. It does not. Oh, it does. Never mind. I can hear it. I might have done this one on stream. I don't remember though. I hate how clicky it gets there. That, like, genuinely pisses me off so much. Whatever. Yeah, there might have been a demo. I can look at the project folder. Untitled Untitled 121. There we go. Yeah, this is the demo. Hi, Mandrika. I don't know if you were here before. I can't remember. And yeah, I made this one also in March. I accidentally closed freaking... Okay, let's get back here. Okay, next is Islands. That's not too crazy of a project file. But it's interesting to see some stuff that didn't get used. Next we have Untitled 122. Right, I remember. Yeah, I made Islands and Arc Flash back to back. I was locked in those 2 days. No, it's Untitled 122. There we go. It was very hard to keep some of these tracks in secret. I think, like, there were only a few that I was able to keep secret, or, like, not have anyone else hear. Pivot, the title track was one of them. I'll get to that, though. This one was slowed down. Never mind, it wasn't. I changed this one a little bit after the SoundCloud version, and you can hear it when I play it. The beginning, especially, sounds a lot less clicky in the newer version than the older version, but the older version has a little bit more character to the chords. This is the original, and this is the new one. They're just slightly different. It's also just the phasing. It's a little bit different just because it's kind of random. And yeah, this one was in a quicker pitch originally. I think this is 2 oscillators, and yeah, I have a tune automation right there. Whatever your name is. Sorry. Islands, actually, yeah, Islands might be another one of my favorites on the album. And just overall, this part especially, I really like. This lead is so pretty. Self-glaze is crazy. And pulse width modulation, as always. This one has 2 oscillators. And then delay, cymatics, all the regular effects. Street Sounds is your favorite? That's awesome. I'm glad people like that one. I was very skeptical about putting it on the album. That was probably one of the tracks I was going to remove. Same with Remnants. Remnants went through quite the development. I mean, it was a lot different before, and that was the one I was really planning on scrapping. I even added it to my songs I don't like folder for a little while, and then I was like, you know what? I want more tracks on my album. Anyways, that's that. And then this is the bass. And yeah, we have gated reverb as the drums here, or the snare. Without any effects, it should sound a little worse, hopefully. Yeah, pretty different. And yeah, I used the non-one preset. T120 reference. These hats are just a combination of random samples I found. See you, Detronimo. Take care. Nothing crazy here. You can kind of just like hear them. Where are they from though? I don't really know. Hyper Winter Beach Hat 02. Don't know what that's from. Oh, it's a default FL pack. So, yeah. Pretty much everyone who has FL Studio has this. And yeah, I added a little bit of very short delay here. And this, I don't think this is the Juno or Jupiter. Oh, it's the SEM. Okay. Yeah. And then this one is also the SEM, I'm pretty sure. Hi, John J. I remember you. Welcome, welcome. This, okay, yeah. Okay, just a reverb swell here. You can make reverb swells from the most dull of sounds. Oh, this one changed from... Oh, well, duh. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Okay. I extended this tiny little thing to the end here. Contrary to the original SoundCloud version. Yeah, just a hi-hat to top it. And then this has to be the MIDI. This also has to have Cymatics origin. It does in fact have Cymatics origin. And then just like a reverb thing with the Edison blur. Thank you. Wire, kick and snare on timeline, not in piano roll. That's just how I do them. It's easier for me to tweak them from here. If the drums are like really complicated or something, which does happen sometimes, I could not name a time that has happened, but usually my drums aren't that complicated, so I just use this and I can just move it around and it doesn't affect all these other ones. So like I can make just something unique here. Yeah, that's islands. Now we have Remnants. Untitled 165. Yeah, this one went through quite the development. Let's see if I can find the original demo for it, because it was quite different, I think. Maybe I'm entirely wrong, which would not be that surprising. Projects. Untitled 165. Demo. I just have one demo for some reason. That's kind of weird. Hi, Echo Void. I appreciate it. Welcome to the hashtag stream. Okay, this is the song. I guess I pitched this one down. Is this in a different pitch? Or am I crazy? Yeah, it is in a different pitch. There's a swell here, and I used it, and then it like fades away to like add suspense. I don't know. Whatever. I made a song. It's a song. Sorry. This one took like a very long time to make. Never mind, that's not as much as I thought. It was 5.5 hours. But this lead is like cool, I guess. Chorus. I love this chorus stuff. A lot of OTT here. 2 instances. An Uber mod. Yeah. Had a little bit of delay to the side channels. And then a filter for some reason. I think I have automation with that. Drums are pretty cool. This is the low end of the tom, and then this is the high end. And then the hats are really simple, very lo-fi, whatever. And then I added the little like cabasa thing, but I actually didn't add a cabasa, and it was actually a snare, but and then I added some rides, yeah, with like a default FPC pack. I'd use this a lot during the album. And then a snare, which also has some plate reverb. This is no effects here. Yes, a lot of layers. I love layering stuff, especially drums. It's very fun. YouTube's XP system stinks. I do agree. I still don't understand it. Like, what makes you number one when you're like not the one talking? I just don't understand. I've never been able to like even get a badge for that either. Like, I just do not understand what gives you the number 3 badge or the number 1 badge. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like it should be clear, but like you talk and you don't move up at all. Like I look at the leaderboard and it says 0 XP after I sent like 100 messages. Like, what? Yeah, this is an art. Nothing crazy there. I need to stop like talking like that. This is a little like pad with the Edison blur yet again. Maybe it's by hours watched. That's possible. I got ranked down when I'm the one talking most. Oh, you wait, did you just lose the badge? That's really funny. I really like the sound of this. This is a Prophet. And it's just 2 instances panned left and right. And they're both on the same mixer channel. I love the octave bass. And then this is the same pad, but just louder. This is just a polyphonic patch with a glide. Nothing crazy here, but it does go into a bus with some pitch shifting going on. The pitch mix with a rich pitch mode on Valhalla delay, and then just some regular reverb. And a bit crush here, yeah. And some pulse width modulation on the patch. This right here, I think I missed. No. Yeah, this right here. Added some distortion to this, but it's mostly just delay. And then I changed the bass pattern up here. This was one of those last minute additions before I published the album, because I wasn't happy with it. I want to make it at least a little bit more interesting. I forgot I had this. This is the Poly D, I think. Why did I not export this version? Wait, what? I think I just I edited this and I completely forgot to export this version. This was supposed to be on the album. Oops. Whatever. Yeah. It's not that much different. It just has the lead here and the bass is kept during the end when it transitions to this lo-fi little thing. This stereo separation transitions to mono. This, I don't know what this does, but there's tape mellify somewhere. I think, yeah, right here. With just a lot of wear. I wish I'd exported this version. I cannot believe I completely forgot to export this version. That's kind of sad. Who cares? I like it like a lot more than the version that's actually exported, but it's fine, dude. Mistakes happen. I'm sorry. I could like put that as a bonus, maybe. That it's not that important. Whatever. Hybrid Stars. I probably made this one on stream. This one actually has the correct project file name. Discord friend request. Who is this person? I completely forgot. I recognize them. Oh, they're the person on Newgrounds. Okay, sorry. I'll deal with that later. Missing sample. I have a missing sample, guys. I'm gonna locate the missing sample. Hybrid Stars 1. Okay, yeah. There we go. And now I have to reload the project. Okay. No. It's my quintuple account. Sure, buddy. Unless if it is, then I'm sorry. Is this... Okay, wait. I need to figure out if this is the same person. Sorry, I shouldn't name that. Yeah, this is the person. Wait, what? Okay, that's just... I don't know, dude. I thought they were a different person, but I guess not. Where's the... There we go. This little audio file here is just like the mix and master. Mostly just the master. Definitely not the mix. It's just the master. It just made it louder. I'm too lazy to go through this. I've had enough with this project file. That's a joke. Very yeah. Reverb decay automation. Base layer right here as pattern 2. Pattern 3 is just this little thing. It has a little bit of pitch modulation. Yeah, low width there on the delay. Don't say decay. Unity. Yeah, it's just a tom and kick. Has the drums. I mean, there's not much process. I don't think there's really any processing going on here. It's just a kick and a tom. Though this little click here kind of makes me go insane. Too late anyway. Gosh, I'm still still kind of angry about the Remnants export. That would have been so much better. I would have been so much more happy with it. I was like, I'm just putting this on the album. But I redid it and then didn't export it for no reason. What was I thinking? This is just a closed hat and open hat sample with some delay. Yeah, self-explanatory stuff. That is in like every other song on the album. Just washed out in reverb, delay, and it's just this is just the original lead you see in pattern 3 copied and just added with reverb. And I have automation to the lead here. Resonance snare, because yes. think this is a triangle wave, just pan to the right. Nope, this is a saw. Okay. And I have some automation to set to the decay of the chords to make this awesome freaking ending. Some reverb automation too. And then a tape stop. Where does it go? Oh, it's right there. Yep, that's that. This little thing, by the way, sorry. Delay and reverb, as always. Kind of like leaks into itself. He's BR backing. What are you saying, dude? Cyclone is next. This one also, I think, has a correct project file name. Cyclone. It does. It's the correct project file names that I'm just like, okay, this might actually turn into something, like, on the get-go. But that's half of the reasons why most of my project files are just untitled, because, like, what if I just use a really good name for a project file that sucks? Like, ugh, that would suck. This one is slowed down, I think. Yeah, this has to be. Untitled 4587, I can see myself reaching that number when I'm like 40 years old. This is just a 2 oscillator patch with slight detune on the second oscillator. Some voice detune here. There's a pan modulation to make it a little bit wider. And then filter freak just to give it some, I don't know, saturation and filter, obviously. Delay. They're dotted like that. And then reverb, OTT, and then EQ. And the bass is just the automation from the chords copied over to this 2 oscillator patch here. Very, very similar patch with a lot less detune on the second oscillator, but they're different octaves. Drums, pretty simple. Snare 43 and the half moon kick from home. Not the biggest fan of these drums, but it's fine. This is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of this lead. Two saws that are, yeah, an octave apart. Soft clipping on with this weird envelope thingy, and then some LFO on the frequency. So basic stuff here, but the effects is where it gets interesting. Subtle loudness valve preset on Distortion Tube Culture. I don't think I did much with this. I barely used this plugin, but it ended up sounding really nice. With this alone, without any effects, it sounds like this. But with this, it sounds incredible. And then the reverb kind of softens it out. And this has a filter on it, of course. I did not mean to pause it. Yeah, cathedral mode on the Valhalla Vintage Verb at a very large wet mix. This, I don't know why this ARP here feels like a documentary or something. She was on her way to search for the hidden piece. I don't know, whatever. I have crystallizer on here, I bet. Correct. Yep. A lot of filter freak on this. I'm a filter freak. I'm a freak for filter freak. Big pause here. There's a lot that's going on here. I don't need you on. Whoa! The chords changed here a little bit from the beginning, but they just have notes added on top. I don't think anything else is different anywhere else. Oh, the ARP here goes with the chords, so that's something to note. Trickling sound is clean. Thank you. I guess you're talking about the ARP. Okay, yeah, this part is cool. This is just that lead there, just pan to the right. Without the distortion and a flanger for some reason. And yeah, the drums here get a little hectic. Oh, the snare here is bright snare 1. No idea where that comes from. The toms here, it could come from... Never mind. They're just this one sample that I pitched down and panned inside of the pattern here. This right here seems to be where these little bubbly things come from. It comes from Valhalla Frequency Echo. I think this is just a noise generator inside the MV. Yeah, without any effects. Yeah, it's this. FreeDP controller controlling that parameter right there. With a little bit of delay. Some OTT, and then a gate, because for some reason the sound just lasts forever if you don't get it. Like, even if I turn the noise off, like, there's no noise happening without any effects. But it just keeps going. Got the entire thing with no input whatsoever, so it's kind of annoying. So that gate is helpful there. And then whatever this is, oh, it's the double. Simple patch here. Nothing crazy. Valhalla delay. Everything is the same. It's a saw wave, of course. And then this little patch here that's just kind of ambient. And then I bring in the filter freak mix here. And it kind of gives it that crunch. And then, yeah. Where does that come from? What? Oh, never mind. Yeah, there's automation there on the filter freak. And volume automation. Hooray! And then I slowed this down. Incredible, you switch from bonkers to Stein-like. Oh, Stone-like. What does that even mean? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Adam? Person on Discord. he does make music. He's working on it. He goes by Adamic Signal. So hopefully some stuff will come out from him soon. Okay, next is Glow. This is the Untitled 129. I feel like I made this one on a stream. I could be entirely wrong. Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh, that's the guy from SoundCloud, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, this is a cool project. Oh, are you Adam? I should have talked behind your back. Said some. You're lucky I didn't say some bad things about you. Bobby, like, what's the thought process, dude? You're saying nothing of value in this. Okay, I'm not gonna be that mean. These are fun chords with some what's it called? Yeah, sample and hold on the attack, so each voice plays attacks at a different place. I don't know how to explain it. And then there's a pan mod, and then there's another mod on the decay, and that kind of gives it its randomness. Without the mod matrix, the chords sound like this, and with it, okay, yeah, the chords, cool. I just kind of added this on top with some delay here. I like this bass. Gets pretty hectic, but 3 oscillators with quite a bit of noise. 2 on the same octave, quite detuned. I wish I did this a little bit like softer. This absolutely atrocious lead. I think, yeah, I think I made this one on stream. What's the software at the bottom of the screen? That is millimeters. Yeah. What sound is this? 2 oscillators, one is a triangle, and then another is a square. Yep, pretty cool. The drums are just a kick and snare with the snare having some delay. Okay, we can't hear that. Don't play the red bass. Whatever that means. This is the Jupiter. Sorry, Juno. These are panned separately. This is where it gets interesting. I reversed the snare here for some reason. This is actually a completely different snare. Never mind. It's just the sample is colored differently. Never mind, it isn't. I'm just going insane. So I think that serves as a good transition. This is a blur, the Edison blur on the square lead right here. And yeah. Pretty cool sound there. Hi, Wells. Chillwave 2 snare. This, I think, is the swell. Yeah. This is just the square lead, but with more Edison blur. I use Edison blur a lot. It's really nice. And I have effects fragments on here, on a one bar glimmers preset. So, and then this is my Poly D. I just recorded some noise and I mess around with the cutoff of the noise. And I panned it. This is just the raw signal. Kind of sounds windy, and I like the feel of it. It has some processing to it. This part specifically is why I like this track so much. I've never really done just a break section like this before. And it lasts a good amount of time, and I like it a lot. And the bass is freaking awesome. I like this little pattern here. And then everything kind of fades back. And I kind of copied the square lead and just added it as a layer, panned it to the right a little bit maybe. No, it's just panning left and right. No reverb on that. Hi again, Colin. I changed the pattern a little bit here too. I could have kept that there, honestly. Yeah, no, yours out of there. You have 150. How did you just skip to number 1? That, what? I don't understand YouTube. That is Glow. One of my favorite tracks. Now we have Force. This one changed a lot. Well, no, it just changed I changed the mix a lot for some reason. What untitled version was that? Untitled 143. Yippity ouch, yippity ouch. Why are there a lot of messages being sent? Why is my webcam on? Okay, it's just using my webcam. That's kind of weird. Oh, that's why. Nope, that's not why. Whatever. You can't see me anyway. I'm chopped. This one looks like it might have been slowed down. Yeah, this is Force. It was in fact slowed down. Very thick project file, I guess. This one is one of my not so favorites, but still pretty good. Right, I should mention the chords here. this is the exact same patch as the lead. I just used it for the lead. And what I did here was I sent it into a bus, which has delay here with Echo Boy, and a filter freak with the modulation that follows the envelope. And it kind of opens up and gives that kind of resonant wow wow sound. An octave bass here. Made it a little bit stereo. Pretty simple snare. I think I did a lot of EQing on the snare. Yes, I did. A little bit of reverb on there. And this little like descending lead that leaks into itself. Kind of like the other one I did. Just with some simple delay. I think this should be a saw wave. If it's not, I'll be sad. It's a saw wave, thank goodness. And then I think I exported that and then used Edison Blur yet again. And then did that takeoff swell thing over here with a crap ton of effects. Jeez Louise. Space Blender, I love Space Blender. And yeah, this little LFO here. Butcher, what are you doing? Just try not to press the send button all the time. And then this little lead here is literally, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna do something and you're gonna be like, oh. It's just the original melody reversed. That's how lazy I am. I can't even make a new lead. Hi, Descendant. And I added this little rim at the end here. I forgot to show how I made the patch here. Bit of a decapitator here. I think it has some pulse width modulation. Without any effects, it sounds like this. Has some resonance there. Two oscillators, one is a square, one is a saw, blah blah blah. And then a bus into that and a reverser for some reason. Yeah, I know I said resonance. Whatever, man. That's that song. Pretty cool. Next we have Waiting. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. I'm kind of tired. Not gonna lie. I kind of just want to sleep, man. Maybe do the school I've been supposed to do for a while, but we're not going to talk about that. This track, nothing really special about it. I honestly don't know how or why I published this, but whatever. It just kind of, I think I made this in like one sitting. basic stuff with no automation. Oh, it's because there's an LFO. Oh, it follows the velocity. Interesting. I set that specifically to do that. So I can just literally just do this. And then the bass. Literally just OTT and yeah. I can honestly make this bass like 10 times better in like 2 seconds. Why did you stop streaming? Because like I don't know. I wanted to like make the album without like leaking the entire thing, which is kind of what I did with Nova. I kind of want to just like do things on my own, but I'll start streaming more. I've been making a ton of demos, just messing around with the randomest things you can think of. They're not that random. This is a snare I stole. We're not going to talk about that. I go a step further and leave the project files from my album. That's so fire. In fact, I can confirm. Oh, this is like the switch up part. This has a lot of pulse width modulation. And it's pan to the right. Did I remove it? This is a weird version, I think. Never mind. Oh, I see what I did. This is an art inside of the Mini V. Without it, it just sounds like this. This one has some like really quick what was I doing here? Decay, whatever. Delay. Jeez. And what is this? Oh, this is like the ending here. I don't know why I didn't just like, I don't know, add an ambient part. What is this here? Oh, this sucks. But will it add extra character if I add it here? Nope. That's the project. Hashtag waiting. Fuse. A lot of these are made like really close to each other. This one's Untitled 125. For reference, Arc Flash was 121 and Islands was 122. And Glow was 129, or I think. Stretch! It's hard to give royalties for Cloud tracks, but I'll probably just do 100% divided by the number of tracks on the album for all the album profits in general. That made no sense to me, but you do you, dude. Wow. 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 You, okay. Thank you, Mendrika. Someone isn't beating the furry allegations. This one is also pitched up. Yeah. Okay, wait, Adam, are you still here? I'm just gonna wait for his response, just to make sure he's still here. Okay, sorry, wait, I'm just gonna look through. I put 2 OTTs on there. I didn't even. Yeah, I did. Yes. Oh, lovely. It sounds like that without it, so I mean, it does a lot. This is the mini VR. This is a thing. The bass has delay on it. And it's cool. Why did I not send this to a bus? What am I doing? What is the key and scale to this? I have no freaking idea. I genuinely cannot tell you. It's, you can look. I don't know, A minor, I guess. Yeah, I guess A minor. This lead is pretty random. Whoa. Oh, I did the delay brigade thing again. Yep. I see. This lead right here adds a lot of character to like the entire song. And I don't use it over here. Okay. There's some cutoff modulation. I don't know, dude. It looks like C major. Whatever, man. I can hear the OTT in this. 2 OTTs on this. Dude. 100% depth. 74% depth. What am I doing? I use Supermassive. Okay, I lied. Someone asked, or someone said Valhalla Supermassive. I think it was Butcher. I was like, there's no Supermassive in the entire album. I lied. I guess I used it here. These are some lasers with just high resonance. Gotta go take a shower. I hope you have a good shower. Where is Unite? Oh, it's a few more tracks up. And then just like, yeah. Pretty straightforward track, I'm gonna be completely honest. Next we have Storm. The victim track of this evil YouTube channel. This one is the oldest song in the entire album, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'll share the original demo, and you can literally, I live streamed myself making this. It was the first ever live stream I ever made. But I'll play the demo. It sounded a lot different, and I kind of wanted to go for that sound that it sounded like originally. Because it sounded a lot more like a storm than it does now. And it sounded a lot, much cooler than it does now, but it's fine. Yeah. Sounds like one of those that you listen to if you get me. What? One of those that you hear. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, one of those like you mentally process and you listen, you know? Like you really just like take in those frequencies into your ears and just one of the songs. Oh, it's not. Okay, sorry. Chords with chorus. Yeah, nothing crazy here. Just a lot of reverb, and then added a big chorus kind of thing here with Uber mod. That is only in the side channels because why the heck not? Actually, that's good. I did not mean to do that patch. Wait, what? What's the patch? What's the chord? Oh, it's there. I'm gonna do this. Ah, it's too low. I'm sitting like sideways right now. Frick. Have you ever considered putting 2 OTTs on your master? I have, but I won't. I mean, does OTT and a compressor count? I mean, OTT is a compressor, so technically there's like 2 compressors. Anyways, the bass is simple. It just kind of has some decay automation with reverb on it for some odd reason. That I used to do reverb on the bass a lot back then, like during like the Nova days. I added this pretty recently. Has a big crush on it. And the kick and snare, someone commented on the video, this snare sounds like crap. Well, then you'd have to say Decay by Home sounds like crap because it's the Home Decay snare. It's also the Home Native kick. I don't use these samples anymore, so that's how you can just kind of tell it's old. When was this made? July 2nd, 2024. I've never considered putting 3 now. Little lost thing here. I actually opened this project file like earlier today. I was gonna add these last minute, but they didn't sound good. This lead is fun right here. This just has some reverb decay automation. But it's an interesting patch to begin with. Extremely basic sawtooth patch. But it has the delay here. That lasts a really long time. I guess. I don't know. And then some reverb with a lot of pre-delay. And yeah, I'd automate the decay here. I like how that looks. And then a flanger. ATT and yeah. And this snare thing is just a clap later on top of the snare. And then I reverse some lead here. Pin it to the right at the end. And then yeah, that's really it. I see we have a different version of Storm. Yeah, slow pulse reverb, man. Yeah, ask King Palm where he sources his drums. True. I am much more tired than I thought I was gonna be. This is like silly. I feel silly. What on earth is... Does it show on Discord now? Wait, Descendant, if you're still here, can you look on my Discord profile and does it like say that I'm streaming on my like... Does it give like a little purple icon on my profile picture? That's cool. That's pretty new. Does it show that what I'm streaming? Okay, we have Split Paths next. Untitled 155. It does show what I'm streaming. That's pretty cool. Untitled 155. Everybody left. Yeah, they are fake fans. Except Mandrika. Hi, Mandrika. And you, of course. What was I gonna say? Yeah, when the song appeared on the premiere yesterday, everyone immediately said Sound of Silence, and I was like, frick. But it's okay. Hi, Hurley. Why is there... I know why there's no audio. Ow, it's loud. This one is slowed down. That's a lie. It's not slowed down. I'm a big liar. This Paterfell is probably like the most interesting. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, no. Like the street signs. Whatever. Who cares? Sworn silence is good, so it doesn't matter. I'm glad you think that, but like, I'm not even getting like 5 people said it at the same time. I don't know what artist most people would compare my music to. If I were to guess, and this is not just personal opinion, but I feel like everyone would just say Home, because Home. I don't freaking know, dude. I have decay automation here. I like the sound of this. It's kind of panned to the right in a weird way. Yeah, it's because of the filter here. And you can't get it anywhere else. Dude, look at how that looks on the Minimeters thing. That looks so cool. Immediate OTT filter with resonance for some reason. Let's get these effects out of here. Ow, that hurts my ears. I'm going to put the EQ on right now. That doesn't really do that much. Spring reverb. Midside matrix, so there's no side channel. And then a filter, which pans it to the right in a weird way. And then a compressor, which helps the volume. And then delay. Everybody says every Chillsynth artist sounds like Home. Yeah, that's what I mean. You're guaranteed to get that compliment if you get an EG feature. I think that happened to me. Well, okay, not really. But like people said Storm sounded like Resonance. I was like, dude, what are we doing anymore? Like not every single video on that channel now. It's crazy. Listen to the sound of the bird. He's chirping away. He's also not real. He's a VST. Yeah, this patch is pretty cool, I think. What makes this patch so interesting? Yeah, this panning thing works in a really weird way. Like, it keeps the low end in the right channel, too. Does that not sound incredibly weird in your right ear right now? I've been using like no OTT recently because I bought the FX collection. Now I've realized how just how good an irreplaceable OTT is. That's very true. I can't get away from it. I feel Dave would love that. What would he love? Sorry. I wasn't paying attention to when you said that. What specifically you were referring to. Oh, the bird. Of course he would. So this is like a really interesting filter, and I forgot it did this, and I might use it in the future quite often. Because it uses like a weird panning method, and I don't know how it works. It's really freaking weird. Anyways, the bass here is, I don't know why I did the LFO like this, but I did, so there you go. Right? Never mind. Oh, is that... Oh, okay, this is modulating the delay in here. For some reason, any automation you do on Valhalla Delay, with the delay time, it just does not turn the knob here visually at all. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. Probably because it's locked to the 16 note, 8 note kind of thing, but it's still kind of weird. You did not miss Unite, no. Why is the Mellotron just existing? Oh, I'll show you. That is actually used in the song. This is a really interesting patch. Oh my, yeah, this is a really interesting song. I like this one a lot. Don't even know what sound this was originally. Yeah, it's something. Oh, I used the Fogo knob. It's just a tom. Yeah, it's literally just a tom. Wait, let me... Basic hats here, and this has spring reverb. And there's just a layered snare under it. Over it, actually, with no low end, because this kind of takes out the low end, I think. Yeah, kind of. Anyways, this right here. Yeah, just kind of, yeah, 100% mix on the reverb. This is an entirely monophonic signal, which I love. This has effects fragments for some reason. A bit crush with, whoa, that's not a lot of bits. Crystallizer, EQ, multi-band delay. Very interesting. Hollow frequency echo. Which, yeah. It's the multi-band delay that kind of gives it its watery sound. That is a delicious snare. It's only 9:12. That's quite a time. Fragments uses so much CPU, but it's so fun to use. Yeah. Yeah, I love effects fragments. I used it like there was no tomorrow in my first two albums. Specifically my first, I think. It's peak. Anyways, yeah, no, the drums don't change at all. This kind of just like randomly goes down or up or down or up. So I just kind of did that. And this is here. Pretty basic patch there. Square lead here. With a lot of delay. I don't know why I did that there. You can't even hear that. Yeah, it was Iliad. Oh, this is the hats here. And then this is the Mellotron. For the hats, HQ Jazz Kit from FPC. Can I find it? There it is. Yeah, it's just a default pack. You just go to FPC and it's right there. mean to do that. Where did the hats go? Oh. There we go. At the end here, by the way, I just set the signal to monophonic with automation. And then here I just changed the delay time on Valhalla delay, and that's literally it. I like this one a lot. Very fun track. This one is one of my favorites. Next one is Unite. I reworked this one as someone who listened to the SoundCloud track and the new version can tell. The SoundCloud version had the most atrocious mix of all time. I liked the filtered part of it, and it was like really thick, but it was also like way too thick. What was that? What are you doing? Why are you making sounds like that? Oh, it's my microphone. Silly me. Hello. Oh, that doesn't work. No, I'm just really quiet. It does work. Never mind. Whatever. Who cares? Can I turn off the input? Yes, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Filter thing here, this is new. What microphone do you even use? I use the Sennheiser XS1. It's like $40. It's pretty cheap. It's not great, but also it sounds good for its. I've never really noticed any. It doesn't sound bad at all, really. But $40 is apparently like extremely cheap for a microphone, so. Or like studio level microphone, obviously. Do you use guitar in this? I do use guitar in this, yeah. I made this December 2024, so this one's pretty old. Pretty fun lead here. My vocals. These are some rough takes here. This is old anyway. My voice was not very good at that time. I think I'm a little bit better with my voice now. of the guitar, laziest guitar I've ever and will ever record in my lifetime, but you know what? Who cares, man? I mean, they're really... It's not good. It's just random plucking. Added more vocal layers here. And then another layer here. Up. Play the bass now. I wish I had a bass. In fact, I would probably use it in like a lot of songs if I had it. I can. What I can do though is use the guitar I have. I'm looking at it right now. And just record a take, pitch it down to 12 semitones, and it honestly sounds perfectly fine as a bass. It's not like you won't get that bass sound, but like it's deep. That's what matters, and yeah. Use it. I use it sometimes. I use my voice more though. But yeah, it's pretty good guitar. It's weird looking, but it's like a Honor something. And yeah, if I had money, I would buy a lot of things, including a bass guitar. But I think my next purchase will probably be a new monitor, because I've been really wanting a new monitor. This monitor in front of me is perfectly fine, but it is incredibly nice to have a second monitor. I have no complaints with this monitor in front of me. But yeah. And it'll be this one. The one I'm on right now is 2K, and the one I want to get is 4K, because like you get that extra workspace and it's freaking awesome. But also, I don't know if it's a good idea to get an OLED when I work in software like this, because screen burn, a lot of screen burn issues and risks and stuff like that. So, but yeah. I've been looking at options for like months now, just to see if I can find a good price, and I found a good price, but I'm not allowed to get it yet. So, yeah. We love parental controls. Anyway. But yeah, when I get that, I'll be like super freaking happy, and I will stream more often once I do that, because it'll be so much easier to manage other stuff that has to do with the stream, because I have you guys. In fact, I'll show you guys what my screen looks like right now. I have you guys in the corner here with mini meters on the top. So I use a normal 2K monitor with a 144 whoa! Sorry. And it's absolutely fine and has lasted me like for 3-4 years. Yes, I know that this monitor in front of me is perfectly fine. I will be keeping this monitor. I love this monitor. It is a great monitor. It's 2K, 170 hertz. Lovely monitor. Not the most perfect colors of all time. Actually, they're like perfectly fine. I never had an issue with the colors. It's great. But having two monitors, it's not like the specs on the monitor. It is having two monitors. Because my old monitor, it was like 1080p. It was like 20 years old. And I loved having it. It was a terrible, crappy monitor. I mean, it was perfectly fine for its age, but like, for in today's standards, it is an old monitor. But it was still incredibly nice to have. And I think I still had that monitor the last time I streamed. And that's like one of the reasons why I haven't streamed in a long time, is because it's kind of a pain to just work on one monitor. And more resolution is more awesome. And more workspace. We love that. Whatever. I'm a nerd. It's not that nerdy. I'm just like spoiled. Newer tech doesn't have that issue as much, and nowadays maybe mini LED. Does mini LED have that issue, or are you suggesting to get mini LED? But yeah, you are right. They have put in like certain features that prevent screen burn and stuff like that. So I'll probably be fine. And also, like, every monitor on the market that is OLED has like a 3-year warranty no matter what. So if I get terrible screen burn before then, I can just return it and get a new one for no price. Maybe. I hope that's how a warranty works. Hi Baz. Hi Bazzy. I'm breaking it down. I'm breakdancing. What do you think of Father Spyridon? What does that even mean? Butcher, I'm done with you. Holy frick. Sorry, I'm very late in these messages, by the way. I know there's a lot of new ones. I just haven't been looking. It's just LED, snow fluids, and shiz. Interesting. And newer OLED is fine too. Yeah. QLED and whatever else they have now. Yeah, I know they have like WOLED, WQOLED, QOLED, WOLED and then QD OLED. Yeah, WOLED and QD OLED. And QD OLED seems to be like better, because I've heard of a lot of people having issues with like the blacks just being purple on WOLED monitors. So that's one thing to avoid, but it's probably not that much of an issue anymore, because I don't know. But whatever, dude. Next we have street signs. Ugh. I'm not sharing my entire screen, am I? Okay. That could have been really bad. Never mind. The Descendant wouldn't know. This is street signs. This is like the heftiest project file. Okay, this right here. This one went. I was very close to not putting this on the album. I think I dislike this one more than Remnants. I spent 10 hours and 42 minutes on this. This is, I think, the longest time I spent on a track in the entire album. It used to sound a lot different. It used to have another like lead. It actually wasn't a lead, but it replaced the lead that you hear here. And I didn't like it, but I decided to lock in and just make something I liked. And I liked it, and I put it on the album. It also has a really similar ending to the Pivot title track, but it's whatever. It's also ironic that I placed them like right next to each other, but who cares? What do you mean I wouldn't know? No, I said you would know. This right here. Yeah. that was the first. I took that recording. It's just an MP3 because that's just what I recorded it in. That was the first patch I ever recorded with my PolyD because I got it in September 1st, I got it August 31st, 2024, and I recorded that on like September 1st. And I decided to use it here for some reason because I thought it was just cool. And like, I don't know. This is what it sounded like originally. I'm getting insane secondhand embarrassment from Butcher Buckley right now. But yeah, that's that, and I thought it was cool that I just kind of put it in here. It was fun. My last project on my old alias literally has a chord and patch exactly like that on a bonus track. That's fire. I fixed this project up a lot. Basic chords here. Every patch I make is really simple. I just have a chorus here with Ubermod that gives it extra wideness, and then just like filtering and stuff. And then some reverb automation here. I got clipped. What did I say? What? Okay. This was recorded with the PolyD, I think. Yeah. And then this is just like an ARP here with some like glide. And this is Rhodes. Sorry, that was loud. I did not mean to do that. You should try to make a jazz track. I probably have. In fact, I'll play a demo for you guys right now. Hopefully it goes through my system audio. Untitled 214, probably. I don't know if this counts. Nope. Nope. Yes. Does this count? People said this was jazzy, so. Have a good Be Right Back session. Yay! Okay, sorry, back to the song. This is Rez. Hooray! With a lot of reverb. And then this is like more. Yeah. And then this has a little like bus here that just goes straight to crystallizer and nothing else. This patch was interesting. I used the mod matrix to pitch it up. It was kind of weird, but I used one of these here. No, okay, yeah, it was the mod down here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just used the mod wheel to do that. And then I switched this to the opposite to make it go down. Really silly automation, but it worked. And then it just goes to buses that have reverb on it. And then more of this stuff. Stuff is the same, really. This is just the original transition here, but reversed. And I just pitched the lead up by an octave for this section here. And then there's a lot of automation here that will probably cause my audio driver to glitch a little bit, so bear with me. So automation that I'm not going to get into the details of, but you can see where they go. So that's that. That's the Street Sounds project. This one's fun. Pretty different from what I usually publish. Next, we have the title track Pivot. This one went through quite the changes. This one is also pretty old, but this was like the main idea for the album. This was the one that I was like, I'm going to keep this secret. I'm not telling anyone, and it's going to be amazing. Butcher, you gotta, oh my gosh. You're like, you probably scared like 8 people from the stream at this point. Pivot album. Pivot 1. It doesn't really matter because that version doesn't really matter anymore. That 8 people can't handle it. Yeah, whatever, man. Why is this so clicky? I don't remember it being this clicky. Whatever, dude. This project felt, you can tell how everything was made if you know anything about music production. In fact, the only use out of this entire stream would be like trying to remake the songs, I guess. I just use like drum machine samples here for the hats. Oh, never mind. Wait, what? It can't be right. Is it? This has to be from KB6. Yeah, it is from KB6. Okay. Thank you, Descendant, for those, by the way. I don't think this is from the pack that you gave me. Yeah, you gave me this folder over here with the absolutely ridiculous amount. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this project file is like incredibly simple, except the automation. Yeah, you can see how it was made. There's those names, whatever. though I do find difficult to get use out of, but it's okay. Yeah, there's not much going on in this project file. But I fixed this project up quite a bit because the rim at the beginning used to be a tom and it sounded like really atrocious because I like sidechained it. I'll give you guys a listen. This is the original version from January 25th. The bass is like way too loud too. Yeah. I love the snare so much. And the ending here is different, it just fades out. We reworked it again at a different pitch in July and then did the final version in October. Yeah, listen to how much thicker that mix sounds. I'm going to send 10 copies to your house. Okay, thank you. Where, I found my hashtag phone. I got a text saying, hey, with multiple Ys. Anyway, that's the title track. Nothing crazy about that. The patches are like just triangle waves entirely, and I'm not even kidding. This one is also very old. Weld. We're getting close to the end here. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. Okay. This is serious today. I'm like locked in. Yeah, this one's pretty old. This one's from 2024. November 8th, 2024. This was around the time I made, like, Takeoff. So it has kind of, like, that similar kind of sound. It does fly. Half of this album is, like, a year old. Like, what the heck happened? But, in fact, a lot of music that I will publish after this will also probably have some old tracks too. I made so many demos in the past year and a half that I'm like, I need to finish some of these because they have a lot of potential. Even the ones that I submitted to the feedback stream that Hurley in the chat here was hosting, I was like, I just didn't do anything with. Those were awesome, by the way. Thank you for doing those. Way back when. But like, oh my god, I have like 200 like able to be completed demos that I'm just like, what am I gonna do with these? So I had to lock in, and it's really hard for me to finish tracks. That's why I have so many demos, because I'm just like, I don't care about song structure. I'm just gonna make a demo. I want to experiment with the sounds, and that's it. And that's like a main reason why I haven't published a single thing in like 2 years. That's a lie. Why did I say that? Whoa. Like 11 months, 10 months, technically like 5 months, but I think I'm gonna release my album independently this go around and then press it with a label eventually. IDK. A particular someone would not enjoy you signing to a label. I sure wonder who. Sorry, I should stop talking about that. What was I talking about? What were we talking about? Sorry, we need like chat inclusion here. But that would be pretty awesome if you did a physical release. If I did a physical release, it would either be like independent, like cassette tapes, like what T120 plans to do, or some physical release with Stratford, because I love Stratford. He's cool. Andrew, Mr. Andrew, my goat. He makes art. He makes like awesome art too. I actually like don't know what art is his and what isn't, because he's talented. Cool guy. He does a lot of good work for the Chillsynth community. Yes, it's my era. It's true. Can you listen to my demo? I think it had a lot of potential. LMAO. Yeah, I can listen. Send it over, unless if you already have. You have. Okay, I'll listen in a second. I'm gonna like finish this. Actually, I could just listen right now. Let me look through chat though. Infinite Demos Gang. Hi, Epoch. Mr. What was it? You made a video, and it was like about it was a Minecraft movie, like parody or something. Snake CD. I forgot CD was a physical format. I'm kidding, but like I didn't consider doing that as a physical release with my music. I will keep that in mind, because CDs are probably like the easiest to make, right? I know nothing about physical anything, so it's my favorite medium, mainly just for size and cost. Yeah, that's completely fair. CDs are pretty cool. They're like vinyls, but small. Heck yeah. Alright, this one. This one probably has like one of the roughest mixes on the album. It was kind of hard for me to fix this one up. I'm going to share the original demo because it sounds really similar. I think the lead, the like the is like way too detuned in the original demo. Sorry, I should play it without talking. Yeah. Kind of irks me. This sidechain is like way too heavy. I forgot that was an octave higher. loud click to end it off. Sorry, Zylar. Hi. Weird odd textures. I added too much textures in this. I don't know why. I love textures. This is the Zylar demo where we got Mr. Famous in here. MP3 bitrate compression. Sorry. I did not mean to do that.
Smile.
I like the super saw. I like that. I don't know. I've heard this type of music before. I don't know what genre it is though. I've heard it quite a bit. Just like really reverby hats with insane super saw. I like it though. You're very good at what you do. I don't know what that means. I think this has effects fragments. I could be entirely wrong. It does. Ow, that's loud. Oh, holy crap. And yeah, the bass is super simple. It has delay on it. I like delay. Mini V4. I think Hurley made this patch actually. I could be wrong. I don't know how I got this. Streamly. Yep, you did make this patch. Hi. I got it from like a Moroi Lights project file or something. Like I didn't get it from any banks that you made. I just got it from a project file. Thank you, Hurley, for contributing to the production of my album. I have the Altitude Sickness project file for some reason. I love that one. Is that what I'm thinking? Is that what it... Is that like a down, down, down? Wait, never mind. Down, down, down. No, that's not... I know what that one is, though. And I love it. I love Moroi Lights' older stuff. What he's doing now is great, but I also just love his older stuff so much. It was like the freshest sounding thing of all time to me. He was making this stuff like when I first joined Chillsynth. Altitude Sickness used to be called something different though. Was it Awful Out of Chorus or something? Don't give me an ad, please, 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 please. I avoided the ad. There it is. Is this Altitude Sickness? I think it is. The part over here, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. This right here. It's so good, dude. And then this song was put together very lazily. I have the project file for this one. It's so good. The delay on that lead is like unreal. It's so good. I don't even remember what the project file was called though. Anyways, this is, yeah, the stream lead preset. I didn't make this preset, but I just disconnected one of my keycaps from my freaking keyboard. Yeah, there's an LFO on the like the square lead. There's probably more going on here that I don't know of, but thank you, Hurley. And I have this little thing I made in the Mini V2. It's just like an LFO with pitch. That's really it. This lead is pretty. It's just regular cutoff frequency with like a lot of voices and long decay. Nothing crazy there. Obviously some reverb. And this is a Mini V art. Well, it's like a master in music theory. I wouldn't be surprised. Automation here that automates the tune and the noise volume and the panning, so it kind of all at the same time. It kind of detunes, gets noisier, and pans. Very dynamic, I guess. I just pitch shifted everything here with an added like little like shimmer thing. I need the automation for the pitch shift. Where did it go? There it is. This is the entire this is the patch for that. Supermassive again. And obviously crystallizer. And that's it. That's the whole project, really. Dude, acid and overexposure. That one's cool. I was very proud of that song at the time, as you can imagine. Where am I going? Where am I going? Dude, my old project files look so different. I don't know why. This is from December 2023. I hate the bass. In fact, oh no, dude. Okay, we're enough. Oh my gosh. You know, I'll keep the stereo enhancer. Whatever, man. This is... It's just impossible to make it sound thick. It just sucks. Hi, Adam. Yes, you were the original. There's a lot of fun stuff in Overexposure. However, I am distracted. Entitled 192. I'll go back to Overexposure for a little bit, maybe after I finish going through the album. We have 2 more tracks left, so we're close. Yes, you do constantly annoy me. Somehow you've been able to do that for the past like a year and a half. It's really impressive. I'm gonna go get some cereal while I watch this and let Blender render at the same time. That's fire. Have some good cereal. Do Europeans just have cereal all the time? Is that like normal to have cereal at like evening? This one I think was slowed down. Yeah, it was slowed down. So don't be surprised when it pitches up. These are bit crushed. Yeah, they're bit crushed. There's a lot of freaking processing going on. You survive on cereal at 10 p.m. That's fire. Stop! Sorry, I got like really distracted. There's this weird sample that I use as a transition. Why is this not? Oh, I know why. Okay, we love the audio? Hello? Farewell, Butcher. Take care. Frick. I recorded these little bubble thingies with the Poly D. I had to have the bass playing to hear it. And I just recorded them entirely separately. One is panned to the left, one is panned to the right, so. Spilled milk on the way back upstairs. Ugh, that sucks. Nothing crazy here. I used Edison Blur yet again for this here, and I'll probably use this a lot more even in the upcoming music. So, and just so you guys know, I'm not really doing anything yet for the next like release. So I'm gonna try working on it, but it'll either be like really quick or really slow. I hope to release something in January, but I don't know if that'll happen because finals are soon, and that takes up a lot of freaking time. I haven't had much time to do really any music lately, so. In fact, I have to go. I have a lot to do tonight. Frick. Whatever. Final season is great. Sleep 4 hours and study right after that. That's great. Oh yeah, originally I was gonna have a little like cause at the beginning the thing kind of the chords kind of fade in with a high pass filter. And I was gonna let it out with a high pass filter, but it kind of sounded weird with the bass still intact. So I just left it. Yeah, this lead here. Two Valhalla delays. One actually has like the character for it, or not the character, but just like the actual delay. This one gives it the character. Without it, it sounds a little bit different. And then Somatic's Origin, of course. This lead right here was added kind of last minute. Thankfully, I love it. This one is also one of my favorites from the album. And yeah, that's the whole track. And Line of Sight. I remember sending this in the Chillsynth server a while back. The project file is called M&M's because I didn't think I was gonna do anything with it. I came back to it like a week before I announced the album, and I was just like, what if I just like finish this? Because it had potential. I'll show you guys the original demo. M&M's. Nothing interesting, but the snare, the drums are a lot different. The bass pattern is different too. I'm going to be going to my first Divine Liturgy next Sunday, I think. I know nothing about that. But this is a project file. And yeah, I saved the original drum pattern here. What the frick? Okay, yeah, I guess that broke while I was working on the rest of the project. Because what the frick is this? This, I think, was FX Fragments. Yeah. This originally had, like, panning to it, but I removed that automation, so... yeah. I'll get to the drums in a second. These are the most crazy drums I've, like, ever made in a project before. Oh, this was another thing never mind, I did remember to export this. I think it's just a little more prominent in this version. And yeah, it's just like this with delay. It's just the same pattern. There's those little bubbles there. Our filter fruity limiter, Valhalla delay, peak controller, automating something. I guess the delay time in Valhalla delay. There's the pad. I don't know why did I put the audio file there? Move down. Anyways, these are pan left and right, I think. Somehow this is the Mini V3. I don't know why it says Mini V2, but it's the Mini V3. And yeah, it's just basically an identical patch, pan left and right. Very pretty. Routed to a bus with crystallizer, and that's it. Here, yeah, I'll get to the drums in a second. Use this little lead thingy. Another high polyphony patch with noise and long decay, of course. Reverb. This patch sounds absolutely amazing. I've always I can't read, dude. I'm always inspired when listening to this. Just how much I need to up my game. Dude, you make fire stuff. Freaking, I forgot what the cranberry demo. Something that demo, oh, unbelievable demo. I don't know how, I still don't know how you made it. I mean, it was like the freaking, it sounds so good. Oh, good night, Mandrika. I'm gonna play it for the stream because it's like so good. But that little like lead that goes is like amazing. Dynamic cranberry. This is gonna be loud. The reverb on that is unreal too. That right there, dude. Holy crap. When did you make this? December 2023, dude. That was your last freaking post. You have an album? Please publish it. I need you on Electronic Gems. Please. I emoji. This cover for it too is like incredible. I remember you sharing something about how you made it or something. Really freaking cool. High hopes for you. What do you mean not a chance? There is a high you could get on there easy if you just publish something. Sorry, I should be a little more calm about it, but you have so much potential. No, you don't have potential. You are the potential. Okay, I'm getting like freaking whatever. We're gonna move on. Please, like, make more stuff though. No pressure, of course. You're true with this. I would love to. But I'd suck at doing it. This has a pan mod on it too, I think. This is like one of the lead. Yeah, I think it's this lead over here, pattern 1. This thing, I'll play it so we know. This thing, Edison Blur yet again. And yeah, with like a phaser. Uber mod. I love Uber mod so much. Space Blender, Crystallizer. Love it. I've never really like incorporated like a phaser kind of sound into my song, so when I added this I was kind of like, whoa, this sounds like better than I thought it would. Then I recorded a lead that I guess that was an old lead that I didn't use. This with the Poly D that I wish I'd made a little bit louder in the final mix, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this already, maybe I did, but I made this with the Poly D. In context with the bass, it sounds better. Add a second oscillator in here. Maybe in a few seconds. Maybe I never did that. I thought I remembered adding a second oscillator. Was that in the original recording then? Let's hear what this sounds like. Oh, yeah. I know why I didn't keep this. I should did consider keeping this though. It has a nice tone to it. Yeah, I guess I'm just like remembering wrong. But yeah, that's the lead on top of there. It sounds nice. I like the layers. Yep. Now for the drums. Alright, so I'm just gonna play the drums dry. Before I do that, there's a tom here. That wasn't the tom. That was the clap on top of the tom. And then there's the regular tom for the low end. So this gets hectic really quickly. This is what it sounds like without any effects. So I just processed this, with a frequency shifter and some distortion. This routes it to here. I'll worry about that later. This routes into here. No, this doesn't route into here. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the low end of that's the tom. This routes into here. Okay. Free P controller with the size or something? Yeah, it's the size. So completely random stuff here. And just OTT and EQ. And then this routes into a filter freak with a mod. Weird freaking EQ, alright. Hamburger, hashtag Dave, love you Dave. Ubermod. Why does Ubermod look like that? Is Ubermod supposed to look like that? What? Why does Ubermod look like that? That looks like, it looks like new UI. Oh, it just fixes itself. That's great. Yeah, low bit depth or whatever. OTT limiter, this is all just utility stuff. But this, when this routes into here, it sounds like this. And you can see the filter kind of just like fall really quickly. Oh, it didn't really? Yeah. And yeah, that's really all there is to the drums. And it gets like freaky sometimes, and it's really cool. The hats here also have another P controller that's random, and it just modulates the delay time here, yeah, with some feedback. It's a default plugin style? Interesting. EQ. Nothing else crazy there. Yeah, just basic top end to the thing. Open hat. And then a rim. Valhalla delay. Nothing crazy. There you go. That's the whole album. Ugh. Ooh, it's like really pink outside, and it's really pretty. I'm going to get my glasses on and take a photo with my phone because I'm too lazy to turn on the camera that is directly next to me. I love it when phone cameras don't capture the colors that you're seeing at all. It's like super pink out there and it just captures that as completely gray. It's like impressive how bad it looks. Is this out of battery? What? It was on the entire time. That's crazy. Am I able to take a photo? Autofocus, please. Hey, it worked. Yeah, it didn't keep the colors very well. I guess it's kind of hard to do that. More mercy towards the phone, you know? This camera that I'm holding right now. Does it matter if I turn my webcam? Who cares? Does this work at all? I'm scared. Okay, I think I'm behind everything. Or something. No, I just don't exist. Yeah, I just don't exist. Okay. Alright, man. Can I try again? Video capture device. That just doesn't work. I think it's because it's like there in another scene on OBS. Whatever. Anyways, it's a camera. And I took the photos that you see on the album cover with it. It's 3 photos spliced. Very obviously. In GIMP. Which is kind of weird to use, but it was fine. Am I recording this? No, I'm not. Okay. I am AI. It's true. I need to take my glasses off. I see better with them, but they hurt my eyes when I'm too close to a screen. That's the whole album. That took like... It's almost been 3 hours. Whoa. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's some old stuff in there. You know, what was I gonna say? Yeah, pretty diverse. I'd hope. I mean, I don't know. I've gotten very used to hearing it, so it's interesting to see what other people think of each track too. Like, what is a collective favorite from people? A lot of people seem to like Street Signs, which is good. It's like the one track I've kind of seen good like feedback on. Surprisingly, because that was the one track I was gonna scrap, but yeah, next album hopefully pretty soon. I'm gonna start like getting back into the grind again. I mean, I have been grinding, but like publicly in the grind again, because it's honestly good to stay public, if you know what I mean. Because like if not, people are gonna be like, dude, you're typing in prompts to make your music. Which is not good. And you want as much proof as you can that you're actually the one that's making the music from scratch. We love it. It's just the AI accusations annoy me a lot. And it's like, especially on Electronic Gems, it's just people who just like listen to the music and don't look into the artist at all. They just hear what's on the channel. It's like, dude, that's like the definition of judging a book by its cover. It's kind of crazy. Fight girl brainwashing. But yeah, pretty fun to make at times. Not the most fun to make, especially like, I don't know. when I was working on street signs. It was pretty difficult, but I'm happy with it. I'm still angry though about Remnants. I guess I exported the wrong version and published it. I only realized it today. I'm gonna go back to that right now, because like I'm pissed about that, but not like extremely pissed because it's not that much different. But it also sounds much better than the version that's published. Everyone at sounded places like Chilson just listen for the sake of the music and not the artists mostly. Yeah, that's true. Very true. I mean, that's where most of artists in the scene, like that's where their monthly listeners come from mostly, is just these playlists and stuff. But I guess you call it passive listeners. So yay. That's yay. I went through the whole album. Were there any tracks that I was originally planning to be on the album but didn't quite make it? Actually, yeah, technically yes. Constellations and Sunder, the SoundCloud tracks. I wasn't too sure about featuring those. I might put them in a future album because they have a kind of potential, but no one really seemed angry that I didn't put those two tracks on the album. So, I mean, not that many people care about the stuff I put out anyway, but I don't know. Sunder was nice. The end, like the second half, I don't know if I like it. So you could use some reworks on them, and then I could publish them, and yeah. But next album will have a lot less songs that were already on SoundCloud. Untitled 96. This will fade out. Thank you. I'm literally clueless. It's okay. I love the Kalindi emoticon. Trying to make yourself seem innocent. Kidding. This is a hefty project file. I love the sounds in this one. Hi. And TS back. Self-glaze. I don't know how I made these sounds though. Oh, we love the audio. I forgot. Wait, that was my bad. I turned my system audio down. How did I make this? Can we... What the frick? Stop. Okay. Please. I'm keeping you on. I love automation. Me too. That's one thing I don't really like about FL, is automation. But there's things that piss me off about FL and Ableton. So. don't know if I'll switch to Ableton anytime soon. This is... I muted it again. This is just the Mini V with the noise generator. How old is this? February 2025? This is a really good mix for that time. Maybe I'm crazy, but like, jeez. I tried Bitwig, but it just doesn't have the same flow I had in Ableton. Yeah, that's completely fair. And Ableton, I'm the same way with Ableton. The whole just breaks my mind. How do I have 30 patterns in this song? What did I do? How did I make this? I spent only 4 hours on it and I made that many patterns? Holy crap. Sorry. Yeah, this has to go on the next album. I just need to rework it a little bit. This section right here, I don't like. It's like very unclimactic, and it sucks. Maybe. Actually, I think this part is fine. It's this roll down that makes me angry. Yeah, I might just change that. So yeah, this would have gone on the album if I didn't open the project file. If I open the this would have gone in the album if I open the project file. Sorry, that's a lot of freaking patterns. Sorry, I'm going insane. Anyway, can we stop with the freaking bird sounds? That's all I got, really. I don't have, other than the stuff I uploaded to SoundCloud, I don't think I have a single other like finished song just sitting on my computer, other than the ones in my songs I don't like folder, which is why they haven't been released. Finished songs I don't really like. It's a nice idea, but I couldn't get the mix to sound good. Actually, no. It was this one that had the worst mix of all time. It's possible that I finished it, but I doubt it. Don't mind my 100 different random demos, but nothing ever makes it past like 40 seconds. That is exactly how I work. There's a reason why I'm on Untitled 231 right now. And what does it sound like? I don't remember. Oh, this one's fun. I'm freaking tired. It's the best way to produce. If you make more demos, the more you know how to produce. But the less you know how to make a finished song. That's the problem. Hi, Hevon. I had to take a second to remember who you were. Atmospheric and light. Thank you. My silly little claps. This tom thing is kind of weird. It's literally just a snare, but frequency shifted and like half timed with delay. It's I don't know. There's like a reverse hat sample here. Actually, it wasn't a hat sample, it was a whole drum sample. I didn't listen to your album yet because I'm sick and have headaches easily from TVs. I hope you get well soon. Sounds like a rough barcode scanner. Yeah, there's not much else to share. I haven't really been making any finished products yet, just demos really, which are ideas, but they're not much yet. I mean, making them finished doesn't make them much more. They're just longer, but hopefully I lock in the next few days, make a few things. I don't know. But that was the album. I hope anyone gets anything out of this. I really don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Whatever. Thank you, Hurley. I appreciate it. I think I might head out now. I'm kind of tired. I've been tired for the past 3 hours anyway, but whatever. Yeah. 3 hour live stream. Pretty hefty live stream. Not like the most informational, but you know, it was fun opening the project files again. It hasn't been that long since I opened the project files, but have a lovely evening yourself. I will see you guys later. Take care, guys. Bye.